what is we sick boss and what does that mean to me? So, I mean, when I think about that phrase, first thing that comes to mind is his speech by Malcolm X. You know, when he was talking about slavery and how slave masters had the slaves so brainwashed that even though it was the master who was really screwing them over, the slaves still identified with the master's plight more than they identified with their own. And to me, that's a sickness, you know, and music is something that taps directly into the human spirit. And that can be used for better or for worse. But when you express truth, even if it's a painful truth, that's for better. Because I heard somebody say that all suffering comes from non-acceptance of reality. So for some people, music is the only way that they can express and capture reality. And that's what I hear you doing, basically. So when I hear We Sick Boss, you know, I hear a joke, you know, and I also hear healing in that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a recognition that, yeah, if I identify with the master's sick, and I say, we sick, boss, that's sick too, you know? And so it's like you're bringing back a memory when you do that. And, you know, when you forget what you've been through, that's a certain form of sickness. Because if you're suffering and you don't know where you've been, well, you don't know how to retrace your steps or get back to when you were better. And you know, so in terms of the name We Sick Boss, that's what I hear. In terms of the music, I hear just good music. It kind of reminds me of the Roots, you know, because like for a long time I've really been looking for hip hop that lives, you know, because when hip hop began, it was real, but it was also real simple. And, you know, people basically took loops and DJs made those live, but, you know, a DJ can only do so much. Live instrumentation does a lot more. And, you know, in terms of what you guys are doing musically, I feel that, and I also feel what you're doing lyrically, because you're speaking on the times, and a lot of people are so sick that they don't even want to speak about what's real. And to me, that's a problem in society. Nobody wants to talk about politics. Nobody wants to talk about poverty. Nobody wants to talk about problems of the mind, and that's where most sickness originates, is in the mind. So when you can heal people through music, you're doing something really potent.
Definition.
High definition.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man.
A big stack of wood.
Yeah, amplifier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
It's a Wesickboss Blend.
It's the Wesickboss Blend right here, man. Deeply rooted to the earth, man. Easy to digest. Good for the brain, good for the body, good for the mind.
yeah.
And tastes hella good.
You just be thumping it.
How'd you come up with this, bro?
Oh man, I was just listening to the music, just enjoying the vibes, man. And really, teas are a reflection of vibrations that I pick up. You know, so it's like another person could make this, but it wouldn't necessarily come out the same. And in terms of what's in here, it's good for people to know what these herbs are and what they do for you.
Okay.
You know, because that's also just a part of it.
Okay.
You know, so it's like this year, every tea that I make really gets your breath open and really is good for digestion. And so like things that are good for digestion, this seed right here.
Hey, you done with that drive yet, Jagger?
Cardamom pods.
A little drive I gave you?
See them in a lot of Indian restaurants, man. Really good for lungs. Some of them are really good for digestion. Tastes very mysterious, you know, so it's one of my favorites, man. You can just eat this.
To go under the...
Really? You can chew it up?
Oh, man. Yeah,
go past,
you know,
if you go
can
into
take a lot of different, you can eat a lot of different herbs, man.
all those songs that are on the top menu, those are the songs that have paid license.
Yeah, man, that peppermint, a little bit of eucalyptus in here, man. Eucalyptus is also a really earthy herb. Really good for your breath. Opens you up. It's got some rosemary. Rosemary, super common herb. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of the instruments you guys use are real common. But, you know, maybe they'll do things that they wouldn't do in other contexts. So it's like, rosemary also sends things directly to the brain. So, like, this tea kind of carries those properties straight up to the brain. And, yeah, man, ginger root, fiery. It encourages internal flora, you know, which is good for digestion. Nice herb. It's got oat straw in here, very rooted, very nutritive herb. You know, real good stuff.
Good stuff on here.
Just organic?
All organic. All organic. Yeah, always. Music is organic. Tea is organic. The vibes are organic. It's all creative. It's all original. You know, so it's basically, man, it's goodness. You know, I hear good music and it makes me want to create. It's kind of like if I'm watching a basketball game, it might make me go out and want to play basketball.
Right on, bro.
Thing. You know, it's all reflections of vibes.
So when people come to the shows, they'll be able to get some of this tea.
Yes, sir.
And while they supporting WESICKBOSS, they also supporting your tea line, right?
Sit to live.